Weirdos, weirdos, boys and girls, how are we all doing? Feel like I should have like a draped black background and not look at the camera because Mindseed. Ooh, Mindseed has just dropped a video. It's time to address the rumours, my one and only response. This was 4 hours ago, but I've got a family, I've got a life, I was about to go to bed, saw this, started playing it, I was like, ooh, I'm going to react to this. Why am I going to react to this? Because, to a degree, if it wasn't for me being a Mindseed fan that then saw the truth of what was going on, this channel wouldn't be where it is now. For a long time, the biggest video I had was, I'm really disappointed in this Mindseed video. And I've done a few Mindseed videos, and they've done very well. The last couple didn't do well because nobody seems to care that much about Mindseed's paranormal videos, whereas the top fives and the alien content, that sort of stuff is doing really well. And listen, I don't have a problem if an ex-paranormal faker goes into a different realm of the paranormal, doesn't involve faking. They want to do top fives, if they want to do aliens, they want to do all that stuff, great, because then I don't have to watch them. Now, just before we press play, I will say the following. I have always maintained that Mindseed have got the best production value out there. I think the only people that come close to them, or on the same level as them, for production, would be the Ouija Brothers and Ghosts on Trent. And some of you have probably just done what they do. The cinematics, the B-roll, the sound design, all of it. I think Ghosts on Trent, the Ouija Brothers are every bit as good as Mindseed for that. The difference then is Mindseed are full of shit. The Ouija Brothers and Ghosts on Trent are real. Because if nothing happens, nothing happens. Mindseed, they get the most ridiculous activity I've ever seen. And then, obviously, I was kind of like, I'd gone off the boil with Mindseed, and they did a podcast with Casper Site, and they were like, yeah, there's a bit of mocking of debunkers without actually saying certain names and all. It was just an across-the-board debunking, like, haters gonna hate and potatoes gonna potate. They didn't say that. I'm being a dick. This is apparently Casey addressing everything. Like, where have they been? Where's the next season of Hunting Purgatory? Where's Colton? Where's the guy that got dragged across the floor, never to be seen again? I don't know if he's going there, but let's just get into it. Because it's midnight for me in the UK. I've been awake since 6 a.m. I came out into the studio at 7:30 a.m. I edited until lunchtime. At lunchtime, I then switched over to gaming Fortnite. I finished Fortnite at just after 4 p.m. or just before 4 p.m. I had a little bit of food with my wife. I came back out here to do the live stream until 7 till 9. You know, I had a couple of hours and I'm back here again. After hours. I don't normally do this, but I think this is worth it because a lot of people think that I'm responsible or somewhat responsible for the downturn in not Mindseed's viewing figures, but the Hunting Purgatory viewing figures. Maybe I am, maybe I ain't. I ain't got that big an ego, but, you know, kept calling out bollocks. So let's see what he says. Now, bearing in mind, I don't bear any ill will to Casey or Colton. While they've had their say about debunkers in a roundabout way on podcasts and things, they've never copyright struck me. They've never copyright claimed me. They've never really bit back. And I got a bit more respect for that than the ones that lie and try to cheat their way out of, oh shit, we got caught. Because these guys have been caught. But let's go. I would feel like such a twat. I have a merch store, and I'll sit here on a live and I'll hide my gut under the desk and be like, yeah, we got a new t-shirt today. I hope you can't see my man boobs and my nipples. This guy's like, fair play, he's in shape.
First and foremost,
It looks like he's wearing a Cody Rhodes t-shirt, not a Mindseed t-shirt.
the new shirt came out fire. In today's video, hopefully I'm going to answer a lot of questions that I know a lot of you have because I feel like you deserve it. Yeah, it's gonna be a heavy video today, just us talking here one-on-one. So one of the first things that you'll probably notice
Has he had surgery? I'm not being rude, if somebody wants surgery to get rid of this shit under their eye, I wish I could afford it, because look at the state on me. 43 years old. I look like your granddad. He looks well. Maybe it's makeup. I don't know. Something. It looks like there's a bit of pulling around the eyes.
Notice in this video is there are no ads whatsoever, and you won't see any ads in this video. And the reason being behind that is because I'm not making this video for monetary gain. I'm making this video so that you guys can receive this message loud and clear. And I'm going to give it to you as straight and as real as I possibly can. No bullshit. To start things out, I'm just going to say this video is intended for the patrons. And
No one. You're not monetize it. Why did you cut out the word shit? I'm monetized. I'm monetizing this video. I don't give a shit if I earn off you, because you've been lying to people for years. So shit. Look at me, still monetized. You're welcome. Teaching Casey.
I feel like if anybody's owed an explanation on anything, it's the people who are really here to support what I do as a creator and what I've done as a creator. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys sticking with me as long as you have, and that's why I'm making this video right now. This video is important. It's important to my fans, it's important to the fans of Hunting Purgatory, and it's also important for you guys just to...
Why has he just separated the fans and the fans of Hunting Purgatory? Is this him stepping away from the paranormal? And what is the reason going to be for him stepping away from the paranormal? Is it going to be the cost? Is it going to be he's lost the love for it? I mean, he said this is, no bullshit. Could he just say, I've lost the love for it? We've been pulled apart by debunkers, and yeah, they were right. I doubt it.
To know exactly where things are on my end and where I stand on everything. When is Hunting Purgatory coming back? That's the main question that I know most of you at home or watching this video right now are wondering. And
it's pretty much the only thing I give a shit about, because I don't know. At least when I watch your videos, it looks nice. At least it's nice looking bullshit.
It's time that I bring you up to speed. And before I jump into the actual reasons as to why Hunting Purgatory Season 6 hasn't returned yet, I figured I'd just take a quick moment to clear some of the rumors that have been going on, because I've read some comments and I've noticed a couple people saying, oh, it's because people were making diss videos about them. First of all, that was the first time that I had ever even heard of these people when I read.
Is he lumping debunkers in with diss videos there? Because to be honest, Casey, it's not a diss video for us to call out your nonsense. The stuff with Omar, the stuff with doors clicking and slamming, your chairs stacking up and all that bullshit. If you're going to maintain all of that to have been real in this no bullshit interview or this no bullshit piece to camera, I'll pull this apart.
Those comments. If you think for 1 second that somebody who is talking trash about the work that I've done has enough power to dictate or deter me from creating the kind of content that I love to make, you're out of your fucking mind. Let's just get that out on the table now. I'm extremely proud of the work that I've created personally on this channel and the work that everyone that's joined me on my team has created. And when
I'm a proud liar. I'm a proud faker. To apologize, it's just the fake smile and that little jab without saying the word debunker. Took that a little bit personal there, Casey. You could be an honest content creator and have get a bit more of our respect.
When I first came up with Hunting Purgatory, I had one goal in mind, and that was to create the most entertaining paranormal series that anyone has ever seen. And to be honest with you, I can look you in the face,
camera lens you're looking at, to be fair.
In the lens.
Okay.
And I can tell you with full confidence, I have done that. And there is nothing that anyone can say to take that away from me. From the oh shit moments to where there's a countdown on the screen, or the trailers at the beginning of the Hunting Purgatory episodes. The sounds, the atmosphere, all of it. I'm responsible for that. And I'm proud of that. Another thing that I've been seeing in the comments is they're probably overseas filming right now. That's why they're dropping top 10 videos. No, unfortunately, that's not true. We're not overseas filming.
Colton's gone.
Right now, we have been taking time off since the end of season 5. And during that time off, I can't speak for Colton, but I can speak for myself. Being away from home year after year, month after month, the one thing that you guys have to understand is the bills at home don't stop. The people that are waiting to spend time with us are constantly on hold. We don't have any time with our loved ones. Oh yeah, having a relationship of any kind When you're traveling like that, it sucks.
Now, I agree to a point. YouTube is hard. Content is hard. Going out and filming is hard. Going out and making investigations is hard. Yet I know people that have been doing this for close to a decade, releasing a video a week without fail for the most part, that are 7 or 8 years in, that are only now taking breaks. They don't do seasons like it's a TV show. They do this every week without fail. And they work full-time jobs while doing it. They travel while doing it. Okay, the UK is nowhere near the size of the United States, but still, it takes its toll. I understand that. But I think this is being used to skirt around... Where's Colton? Will you address? Where's Colton?
And by sucks, I mean... it's damn near impossible. So our personal lives pretty much crash and burn to hell. And overall, it gets frustrating just living out of a suitcase. Since we ended season 5, Colton and I haven't really been in touch that much.
Right, season 5. Right, let's look at playlists. Season 5. I mean... right, there's 23 videos in... season 5. There's 23 investigations. Say a day to travel, a day investigating, a day to travel back. No team that I've ever worked with has that luxury. They do it all in one day. But say that because the States is vast. I understand that. Yet there's still only 23 episodes. And whilst your production value is better than most, to a point in your video, because, yes, you've got these great introductions, this great history and B-roll and lovely shots, lovely lighting and all the rest of it. Once you get past that, you've got Colton with a proper camera and you've got Casey with this. There's only so far your production value goes and your editing goes. Now, if I do an investigation, I'm probably looking across multiple cameras and all the rest. I've said it time and time and time again, around 60 hours of editing for one episode, in between all of my other content. The Ouija Brothers, Steve, will probably spend around 60 hours for a much better looking video, but he's been at it longer than me, so he works faster than me. What I'm trying to say is 23 videos in a season does not account for 365 days of the year to trash your relationships, etc., etc. Because I know full-time content creators that only do the paranormal. They ain't bitching like this whilst working and putting out more content. Not being rude, just the way it is.
There is no hard feelings between Colton and I. I know that he's busy living his life right now, and I respect that. I have nothing but respect for that. But right now, as of this moment and the last few months, it's just me here on the channel. So when I see a lot of you guys writing comments like, you guys rock, can't wait to see you guys, hey Casey and Colton, there's no team anymore. It's just me.
Ooh, that was a bit of a burn. Because you're the bro dudes. You're the bro dude of the fake paranormal. You're like, I'm pretty sure I've seen you guys state, you know, this is a joint effort. Mindseed is me and Colton, Colton and me, etc. Bro dude, bro dude, bro dude. We this, we that, we the other. We don't know what has gone on behind the scenes. I doubt we will know what's behind the scenes because despite him saying, no bullshit, he's going to skirt around it. Colton has gone... he's pissed and doing the Elton side of it. I'm the nice guy. He's left. I wish him well. I hope everything is good. It'll boil over and then we'll be in Drama Central. And I won't cover the drama. I might do actually. Fuck it. Why not?
I'm doing what I need to do to keep the channel rolling in the meantime, so I can't begin to express how grateful that I am for those of you who have chosen to support the channel, and I understand what comes with that. There's an expectation to deliver from me. And I understand that your support means, when is the next season? When is the next episode? When is the next type of video that I want to see? Because I'm supporting you. I don't know when it's coming back. I don't have an answer for you. And if that means that you want to unsubscribe to the Patreon right now. If you want to go, I understand. I appreciate everything that you've done. For those of you that want to stay and continue supporting the channel and supporting me, I'm the only one holding things down, and I'm going to continue doing that for as long as I have to. All right, let's talk about something that's a little bit more uncomfortable to talk about, which is
anal. Sorry.
The financial aspect of hunting purgatory. Ooh. A lot of people just think we show up to these places and film for free, and all of these episodes just magically happen.
Nobody thinks that, Casey. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that your episodes stand out production-wise against a lot of people's work. Nobody's ever denied it. Even the most staunch debunker, naysayer of you guys, they will say your production value is next level. I've always said it until the actual investigation, and then it drops off. And now we're going to get into this woe is me money bollocks. And it's amazing because Omar have done it. Recently, Ghost Theory have fucking done it. Bollocks to it. I'll say it. They're posting all over. The channel might not be what it is anymore. We may never come back. This, that, the other. The car is fucked. What? And then people start putting a GoFundMe for those guys to get a new car. I want a new car. You know what I'll do? I'll work harder for my new car. This whole monetary thing. Omar was one of the first to do it this year. These have done it. Ghost Theory have done it. A few others have done it. People sitting there saying, oh, I'm not getting the views that I think I deserve, while not putting in the work that they should be to get what they deserve. This is the world's smallest violin, and it's playing all for these guys. I know what's coming out of his mouth next. I edit it all. I do the sound design. Most of your sounds come from Epidemic Sounds. You know how I know that? Because I kept getting copyright claimed by Epidemic Sounds, so I bought a license to stop it.
I'm the one funding everything, and I'm not a millionaire, just so you know. Just because somebody has 1 million subscribers on YouTube does not mean that they are a millionaire. Subscriber counts don't mean bank accounts. Let's just get that clear right now. Every single trip that we have gone on, from season 1 to season 5.
He's going to do an Elton. He's going to do an Elton. I pay for this, I pay for that, I pay for the other, and I pay my staff. Distancing himself from Colton. And this is all money, 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 me. I did everything. And to a degree, I get it. Because I've been in that position where I put the fuel in, I tank my car, I go to the locations, I pay for the locations and all the rest of it. But then I've never made out that the people that come with me are equals or full-time members of the channel. It's always been an investigation with Dan, with Dean, with Rob, with whoever. You can't have the same guy in every video for a couple of years in a row and then say, it was all me. After saying, you know, it's us, it's a joint effort, Mindseed is a team. And now you're like, Mindseed is me.
80 plus episodes. I am the one that has to pay for the hotels we stay at, all the flights, meaning mine and whoever else is accompanying me from the other side of the United States. I pay for all the meals when we're on the road. I pay for the rental car. I pay for the locations that we have to rent out, meaning if we have to rent out a hospital overnight that's haunted, it might cost $2,000 to $3,000 to have it all night long. I'm the one that pays that.
What you haven't said there is sometimes you just pay a couple of $100 for an Airbnb that ain't haunted, and then you make up that it is haunted, and you get busted by the side-eye guy because those weather clouds weren't there when you said they were. Casey, you're a natural-born liar, and you're still lying. This is your no-bullshit interview, your no-bullshit piece to camera, and you're bullshitting. Or you're omitting facts. And lying by omission is still a lie. I can't remember which movie that line was in, but I like it.
I also have to pay my teammates. Yes, maybe you didn't know that, but everybody that's ever joined me on any season of Hunting Purgatory, there is a compensation fee. And why is that, right? Why? Some of you might be thinking,
I imagine because they have to book time off work for one. I'm not a full-time paranormal investigator. I've never employed anyone to come out with me, and I don't think I would. I have friends that say, I'm interested, could I join you? By all means. But they buy their own equipment and they come with me. I don't charge them fuel. I don't charge them location expenses. To be fair, when I work with my friends, we tend not to go to paid locations. We go to local places because of the history. At the same point, the East Drive recently, I was like, yeah, if you can chip in for the fuel, that will help me.
Yourself, well, why would homies do that to each other? It's because it's business. If I am taking someone away from their home life, if I'm taking someone away from their job, their steady income, that's not guaranteed to be there when they get back. So if someone has to be on the road for a week or two and then next month they have to leave again, who's to say that when they get back home, their job isn't like, hey, you know what? You haven't been here for weeks. It's over. Terminated. These guys that travel with me need some kind of reassurance that when they get back home, they're going to be able to survive. I'm paying anyone that ever travels with me for their time away from home, their missed work that they would be missing, and it gets costly. So when I tell you that I've spent over $150,000 on creating season 5 of Hunting Purgatory, I'm not exaggerating. So the type of numbers
I'd like for you to be showing receipts here. Just not being a dick. I would like for you to be like, this location cost this much. I've paid Colton this much. Just lay it all out now, because what's going to happen in a couple of weeks is Colton's going to call you out and say, and I've got receipts. And then you're going to say, I've got receipts and all the rest of it. And it'll get messy. It'll pull so far away from the paranormal that I should lose interest. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because you, as in Colton, Casey, the guy that disappeared after getting dragged across the floor, your channel was the one like, I want to do this. I want to make my videos look that cool. And then when I started going back out and investigating, I realized how full of shit you were. And then I saw the masking on those balls. You masked your balls. People saw the genuine, like, fuck in my face.
That Hunting Purgatory videos were pulling in. I mean, some of them were great, some of them not so great. When I spend $6,000 to $10,000 on one episode, I'm talking about the traveling to get there, the stays in between nights that we're not filming, the flights, the food expenses, the rentals, everything included. When I pay all this money for one episode and then it doesn't perform well, or this is a really big one, and I'm glad I got to touch on this right now. YouTube decides, we're not going to pay you for this video because you mentioned things like death. I don't have the words for that, okay? I don't. Because after spending so much money, so much time away from home, and then I get home and spend 60 hours on editing this episode.
60 hours, exactly. I spent 60 hours and my videos look like shit.
To make it look better than a TV show for you guys. And then YouTube decides to say, we're not going to pay you for this one because we feel like it goes against our content guidelines. That's happened to me more times than you guys can realize. There is no bigger kick in the nuts than that. When you know that you have put your heart and soul into something, you have worked your ass off, and your boss says to you, sorry, I'm not paying you this week.
However, if I was to turn up at a regular day job and lie my way through the day, and then my boss at the end of the day says, have you done job XYZ? And I say, yes, I have, and I haven't, I've just hidden it under a table, they're going to be like, I'm paying you for that, you've lied. I know that's what's going on there. All right, it's different. I get it. You say the S word, unaliving, you say the full word, you get demonetized. Now, you have stated that this is business. So as a businessman, you should be compass mentis enough to do the, right, we can't say the S word, we've got to say unalived. I've never been demonetized for saying the word death. We'll find out. If this video gets demonetized because I've said death, then cool. I know there was the old Rona conversations were getting demonetized for a while. But I think you're stretching the truth over this. Sure, if you say unalived but with the S word, YouTube will demonetize you. They've demonetized me for it. But I'll take that risk because on occasion, beating around the bush about it doesn't help anyone. And I think it needs to be spoken about.
YouTube literally demonetized almost half of a season's worth of content because of the content nature. Apparently, you can't say words like death, murder, killed, died, COVID, the Paris Olympics.
You can say killed, you can say death, died. Absolutely you can. The unalived, you can't. Paris Olympics, fuck off.
Wait, that one's probably still allowed, but for the time being, it hurts, okay? Financially, motivation-wise, it takes a toll. And I'm just going to be honest, if I wasn't putting back so much money into creating season after season after season for 5 years straight, I would have been in a much better spot as far as finances go. But I'm not.
No. Because if you hadn't have done Hunt in Purgatory Season 1, if you hadn't have done that god-awful Amazon Prime movie, people wouldn't be watching your top 5s because they wouldn't know who you are. You're bending the truth here, Casey.
Not complaining, because I did all that, dedicating everything that I had to giving you guys 5 seasons of the best possible work that I could. And then add on top of that, there's a lot of people saying, well, how come you're not making the paranormal investigations? Well, how come the last couple videos I dropped only got like 200,000 views?
Because they were substandard, Casey. Let's be honest, the whole candle blow thing going through the door. I reacted to 2 of your episodes from Hunt in Purgatory Season 5, and I commented on the drop in quality. Your fans are probably doing the same because they will have noticed it. I think the side-eye guy may even have mentioned it. So that ain't on your fans. Don't you dare blame your fans. Don't you dare blame the algorithm. That's on you. You and Colton got fucking lazy with your content.
When we have 1.8 million subs on the channel. Think about that. So those of you who are saying in the comment section on YouTube, we want more of this and we want more of that. How are you speaking for 1.8 million people? You're just talking for the whole subscriber count, aren't you, buddy? It doesn't work like that.
Oh, what a dick. What a dick. Ah. Casey, I don't know if you're so far removed from the guy that started your channel, the guy that was homeless. We've all heard the stories. But your bullshit box openings, your dark web stuff, and then your paranormal stuff is what made you. And now be looking at those people that got you to the point where you can do top 5s and be happy and be financially viable, and then say, yeah, fuck those guys, but in a polite way, because you think we're all stupid. This is not a good look for you, Casey.
I'm technically a DJ. And what I have to do is figure out what the audience is dancing to, and I have to play the kind of music that they want to hear. Now, like I said in the beginning,
you're a shrewd businessman then, because while I do that to a degree, I also still make the stuff that makes me want to make stuff. My paranormal investigation, I'm the opposite end of you. My sat in here making videos, which is free, do the best. The stuff that costs me money when I go out, I lose money on that for the most part. But I don't bitch and whine about it. I spend more hours editing investigations for less people to watch, but I don't bitch about it. I'm grateful for the people that do watch it, because those people do appreciate the labour of love. This isn't you coming clean. This is you passing the buck of being caught faking onto your audience. This is you still not addressing the debunks and the debunkers and passing the buck onto your audience and diss videos. None of us have made diss videos. We've made honest investigation videos into your channel.
Beginning of this video, I'm not going to sugarcoat any of this. I'm going to give this to you like raw. I'm going to give it to you the way that it really is. Now,
I like it when you talk dirty, Casey. Is this thing on? Sorry.
I understand that some of you are only waiting on one type of video and one type of video alone, but that doesn't mean that a majority of the channel isn't waiting on other things. And once I realized that, and I started creating different types of content from home without having to travel, without the burdens and the extra expenses and everything else, how did one of those videos get 3 times the amount of the average Hunting Purgatory video in 1 month? Wait, before I continue with that, there's one more thing I need to address. I've seen a couple comments, people saying stuff like, this channel's going down hard, man. Oh, this channel fell off. I see what you're saying. I read your comments. And then I think about that Jay-Z line. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
And you're a man, and you lie. This is borderline uncomfortable.
I look at the last 6 months of the channel, and I've gained more subscribers in 6 months than I have in 2 years of creating Hunting Purgatory. So what does that tell me? That tells me that when I'm making Hunting Purgatory, I am literally catering to the same crowd over and over and over. And if you're a Hunting Purgatory fan, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy making content for you. What I'm saying is, as a content creator, my goal is to grow, just like every other content creator out there. And if I'm only catering to the same crowd of people over and over and over, there's no growth in that.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. I 100% agree. But you guys are known for your paranormal investigations, and you seemingly bin that off to go solo and do top fives. I've always done better from top fives, and I dropped the content that does me better for the most part to do other things that I enjoy. Maybe it's because I'm not a shrewd businessman that says, I'll take a fan out with me, and then it never happens. Or, here is your $500 mystery box, and then people don't get them. This is your, $100 t-shirt, and people don't get them. You're a shrewd businessman. And I don't know, maybe I should get in contact with you and say, hey, how do I treat my audience like CAC? And then make all the money. But I get it. I do get it. He's speaking a bit of sense there. And as a content creator, as a filmmaker, everything he's saying is spot on. A paranormal investigator, it goes against everything.
Well, that's food for thought, isn't it? By the way, today's video is sponsored by absolutely fucking nobody. So if you'd like...
That was actually quite good. Hey, Casey, do yourself a favor. Get a Flexi Spot desk. They're fucking fantastic. They'll give it to you as long as you make a really good advert. You can do it. That was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That was funny.
Like to support the channel, check out the mstvstore.com. I've made some really, really cool designs in the MSTV store. I'm the only one updating the website now. I'm the only one designing the merch. It's all on me.
You can tell because the last designs looked like 3 people designed it, and all 3 designs made it at the same time. And now this looks like you've made it on Fiverr for a Fiverr. That looks like a Cody Rhodes shirt. And that looks like a TikTok tattoo. Lion, cross. It's just missing the clock. And the rose. Cody Rhodes.
Guys, and if you are watching this video on Patreon, I will make a post within the next day or so giving 20% off the entire store. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for supporting the channel. All right.
Pretty cool. I hope they get the t-shirts, because I don't think that lady that emailed me ever got hers. She was pissed.
All right, so we've already talked about the financial aspects and how much it costs to make a season of Hunting Purgatory versus how much I make back in return. And then the second aspect, Colton and I not really speaking as much anymore. Like I said, he's setting up his life on his end. I'm setting up my life on my end. And number 3, not just the financial aspect, but the outreach. I'm not reaching many people when I'm making paranormal investigations. So that's number 3. As a content creator, I have to reach more people in order for this channel to grow. All of you guys who are new.
But your content came from the paranormal community. The paranormal community, for the most part, held you guys in high regards. And it looks like you're turning your back on them and your friend Colton and whatever the other guy was. I can never remember his name. Tanner. I've just remembered it. Tanner. It looks like you turned your back on Tanner. And the guy way before that. I don't know what the fuck his name was. Where have they all gone? Are they all working in Mackie D's now? Probably.
New to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to continue to pump out content. Every now and then I'm going to get a little crazy and try something different. You don't succeed without taking risks. I remember when I was doing product reviews, I took a risk and made a dark web mystery box video. That video...
Ooh, how evil. My little pony backpack. Oh, get a grip, will you? Jesus Christ.
Ended up getting 18 million views in like 1 month. If I never took that risk, you probably wouldn't know who I am right now.
And if you didn't do the paranormal stuff, people wouldn't know who you are right now when you're turning your back on it. You've just done a paranormies. You just pulled a paranormies.
If I didn't take the risk to say, hey, I'm going to try to make some paranormal investigations and make one of the best paranormal series that anyone's ever seen, you wouldn't know who I am right now.
The ego on this guy. You have made one of the best paranormal series anyone has ever seen. Casey, may I direct you in the direction of the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, and a show called Uncanny. One of the greatest paranormal shows on mainstream TV ever. Bar none. Absolutely fantastic. May I direct you in the way of the Ouija Brothers, Ghosts on Trent, Dead Cold. Whilst the subscriber count is nowhere near the likes of yours, they've got a love and a passion for the paranormal that you are sorely lacking. This video just screams to me of, hey, the paranormal wasn't working anymore and I never give a shit in the first place. Take the top fives and shut the fuck up.
So when I take risks, I don't always expect to succeed. I know that sometimes with taking a risk, there's going to be failures. And when you're on a platform of this size, those failures are going to be seen. They're going to be seen in the public. It's a fact, okay? But I have no shame in it. And that's what I want you to know right now. I will try to make different types of videos and I will try to do different types of things with my channel that I have created through taking risks to bring you the best content that you could possibly get and the person and the man that you're seeing in front of you right now.
Hey, Colton Tanner, get the fuck out of here. Casey's done with your asses. Tanner's like, I've been working out in the gym for months for season 6, you mother... This looks bad. This ain't a good look. I can't wait for the people to jump into my comment section saying, hey, Beardo, this is drama. You're covering drama. How dare you cover drama? And I'll be like, I did, and this is great.
And then the last reason that Hunting Purgatory Season 6 hasn't returned yet is a very important one. And
Colton doesn't like you anymore. You stole his steroids. I can't do that. Colton doesn't like you anymore. You fart in your sleep.
this is kind of a big one. So I don't even know why I made this last. This probably should have been first. I don't talk.
You did that for video retention, Casey. Video retention. You know the algorithm. I don't. I don't give a shit. I don't look at it.
Talk about religion that much. I don't. I'm not the kind of person that's like a holy warrior. I haven't been to church in a very long.
I didn't see that coming. I've just realized there's a big red cross on his t-shirt. And I've just thought about it. All of the merch had crosses on it. Has he found God? Hey, maybe that's why he's doing it, but he's still lying. He's still lying. His content has always been bollocks. But maybe he's found God and he's got a bit of a guilty conscience of scamming everyone.
Long time. I'm just going to be honest right now, but I am a Christian. I just don't really talk about it publicly because I've never wanted to be one of those people who forces their opinion on other people.
You? What? You don't force your opinion on people? I saw you I've seen you on podcasts slating people, naysayers, etc., etc. Forcing your opinion that everything you do is real when we all know it is absolute bollocks. We have seen you tell stories of these buildings, of these locations that are absolute bollocks that you have lied about. We saw you claim there was a demon under the floorboards when it was a rat. We've seen you mask things in. You're a liar, mate. You're a liar. An absolute liar. And you're going to sit there and claim the God Squad and lie to our faces.
I always kept religion to myself. My connection is between me and God, and that's the way that it's always been. But you have to understand, when I'm making these seasons and I'm in these places all the time, it's heavy on the soul. It's heavy on the heart. And
maybe he's about to admit to all of it. It's all been, for entertainment purposes, and that's weighing heavy on me.
I know you guys might not really understand that because you haven't been to all the places that I've been. But when you're going to places and you're getting the initial walkthrough and you're hearing about how many children died here from some illness and how many mentally ill patients committed suicide by jumping off of this thing, being in these places week after week, coming home, being on the computer, creating these stories for you, it's a very, very dark headspace.
That's right. Nothing to do with you bullshitting about your content. It's all about you have a big heart and you take this all home with you. Yeah, you can bin your friends that quick without a second care in the world. You know what? You, Casey. You. You really. Talking out of his ass.
Like the whole genre of paranormal, it all revolves around death, dying, sickness, illness, anxiety, depression, sadness, fear. I mean, these are just the first words that come to mind when I think about the paranormal genre. And
the first words that come to his mind, even though he keeps looking off to read the next line on his script. Bollocks.
And creating Hunting Purgatory was super fun for me because I got to create a horror style series that was absolutely incredible to make. But when it comes to my mental health and my heart, these are not the kind of emotions that I want to be feeling on a regular basis. So I think that the vision got a little bit muddy. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I started the channel because I wanted to motivate and inspire other people to be comfortable stepping out of their comfort zone and try to create a life for themselves that they've never had.
Absolute bollocks. You tried to pass off weekly horror movies as the real world, and you've been called out for it. And now you're going to say all of this cack, say you found God, and then look off into the distance, stroke your beard like you're really upset. This is the most disingenuous thing I've seen. There's been parts of it I've agreed with, fair play. But for the most part, this is firefighting. This is him saying, I'm not making the paranormal anymore because you guys don't deserve it because not enough of you watch it. I can just sit at home making top 5 videos. It's easy. This is him saying, I've binned off all the staff because, why should I keep them? Because I can sit at home and do this because it's easy. You wouldn't have had it this easy if you'd started in this vein. How do I know? I'm living it.
I've done it. I have literally walked the shoes. Now I can come on camera and say, it's possible. Nothing is impossible. I have literally changed my life from sleeping on a sofa to having my own home. Okay.
So what I've taken from this so far is lie your way to the top, lie your way to success. Works for bankers.
Okay, so I wasn't trying to make this video like a downer or anything, but I do know that a lot of you have been waiting on answers and you've been asking questions time and time again, and there's still going to be people that don't watch this video and still ask the same questions in the comments of every video that I drop. When's the next paranormal investigation? When's the next scary video? I know. It's never going to end. But for those of you who do pay attention, hopefully I've given you the answers that you needed to understand exactly where I'm at, what's happening with the channel, and why there is no announcement or release date for Hunting Purgatory.
You just binned off the biggest part of your fan base. What a moron. They didn't turn their back on you. They turned their back on the lazy content you started putting out.
Season 6. As of right now, I'm flying solo. I'm a one-man show right now. I'm responsible for everything that you see on your screen, the recording, the editing, the website designs, the merchandise designs, the TikTok uploads, the Instagram uploads, the Twitter posts. It's all me. The thumbnail creation. I don't outsource any of my work. I don't pay someone to edit my videos that you see on the channel.
Neither do I, neither does any other content creator that I know.
I don't pay someone to make the thumbnails. I don't pay someone to write scripts for me or anything. I do it all.
What was that? Write scripts for you. That probably means the beginnings of the investigations and the top 5 stuff, but probably means the investigations as well. Script.
So what you see is what you get, and I'm glad that you're here with me. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I know that there's a strong potential that I might lose some of you because not having the answers that you're hoping for. And if that is the case, I understand, but it feels good to be able to come forward and tell you guys what's been on my mind, what's been on my heart. And I'm just glad that you guys tuned in. Thank you for watching and hearing me out. And I look forward to making more content, bringing you the best that I have to offer. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Okay, so what I have taken from that video is it's a firefighting exercise. It is Omar did this feel sorry for me bullshit, and it worked. What I've taken from this is I've booted half of my staff because I just want to make top 5 stuff now. But I'm going to keep people hanging on for season 6, even though it looks like from this, it ain't ever coming. So, he does not have a team to go investigating with anymore because it's dwindled and there's less of them. And I think Mindseed TV as a paranormal investigation channel is done. I think he's hinting at that. And he'll never address it again because, as he said, this is my one and only response. I think this is him binning the investigations. And have at it. What you could have done there was just say, listen, it was all for entertainment purposes. We pushed the boundaries too far. We got called out for it. So the guys have gone, just me now. I'm going to do top fives. I'm going to do reactions, unboxings, whatever the hell tickles my pickle. I'm just going to do that. A more honest line of work. And instead of that, you've guilt-tripped and blamed your fan base. You've kind of blamed debunkers, but called them diss videos. They weren't diss videos. It was the truth. You just don't like the truth. And then as a failsafe, you threw in God. That's all I've got to say on it. I think this man is full of shit. I think this was all, this was more of a promotional video for me. And then an FU to anyone that disagrees with me. I may be wrong. Maybe he's looking for somebody else to take out investigations. Maybe he'll just work with, like, he'll go out and meet up with Omar and then meet up with, you know, the other fakers across the pond. But yeah, for the most part, I think this is Mindseed TV as in the paranormal investigation channel. I think it's done. I think that's what that was. He's thrown Casey under the bus in a roundabout kind of way. He's made some valid points. Very few, but he's made some valid points. But at the same point, he only made those points to throw Casey under the bus or to throw his ex-teammates under the bus. I mean, where was the mention of other guys that worked with him? People that were his bro dudes. That wasn't me farting. My chair is broken. Leave me alone. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below. I think this was a car crash. I really do. And I'm not normally the type of guy that reacts to these one-on-one videos. I normally just make a video being like, hey, look at this bollocks. Like this, full of shit. But this was an important one for me because where have they been? They've treated their fan bases like absolute crap. People not getting their merch, not getting their tickets, not getting... Where was the winner of this $500 mystery box that went on an investigation with you? It never happened. People screaming, where's season 6? Where's season 6? I've supported you for years and years and years. I've supported you since your shit Amazon movie. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. For months and months. And then you come back with that. Your fans' fault. Colton's fault. And God's got your back. What a dick. Much love to you all. Beardo out.